داير طب رد عليه
Egyptian helicopter gunships fired rockets earlier today at militants in the northern Sinai Peninsula, killing at least 8 and injuring 15 others. The strike was part of an ongoing campaign targeting militants who have escalated attacks in the largely lawless region. Egyptian troops have stepped up their crackdown on militants in the peninsula bordering Gaza and Israel, arresting suspects and destroying tunnels along the Gaza border, which are used for smuggling weapons and people. Attacks by militants surged in Sinai after the toppling of Egypt's President Mohamed Morsi. And now here's the rest of your world in a minute. The Israel Defense Ministry, together with the U.S. Defense Department, says it has carried out a successful missile test today in the Mediterranean Sea. Russia announced that its radar system also detected the launch. A U.S. official says that no missiles had been launched from American ships or aircraft. This all comes as anxiety grows in the region over discussions about possible U.S. military action against Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. President Obama says that action is needed, but that he will wait for Congress to give approval. It's been more than 2 years and Japan is still trying to deal with the aftermath of the world's worst nuclear accident in a quarter of a century. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe says his government is set to spend almost $500 million to try to contain radioactive water at the plant. Most of that money will be spent on new technology to try to freeze the area around the reactors, or what is being called an ice wall, to prevent radioactive groundwater from leaking into the ocean. Now to North Korea, where Dennis Rodman is on another basketball diplomacy tour, his second visit this year. The former U.S. basketball star plans to spend 5 days in the country visiting Kim Jong-un. He denies he will seek the release of U.S. captive Bae, but has previously said he will broach the issue. Bae was sentenced to 15 years hard labor in February over unspecified hostile acts against North Korea. And that's your world in a minute.